Blackburn.
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to our channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Back with a new series review. I'm JB.
And I'm Ken.
And today we're going to be doing a recap on the series of
BMF.
Yes. And what episode is this?
Episode
Devil's Night. This is episode 3.
Yeah.
This is Devil's Night?
Yeah, Devil's Night.
Devil's Night. All right, so we open up with they talking about Devil's Night in Detroit. And that's the day before Halloween. And
yeah.
On Devil's Night, they be getting
they be rioting.
They be getting a little ratchet.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, they be started off as a day and got to the point where it was a week. I guess they say it was kind of started in the 70s and 80s and just got worse.
Just got worse and worse every time.
Yeah, continued to progress. But yeah, so that's kind of the scene where we at, where it's like Devil's Night or whatever, and it's known for pranks being played and they're setting houses on fire and setting stuff on fire and what have you.
Crazy stuff.
And Terry's driving the car and
the tires go out on him.
They blow out. He has a
with
wreck.
his daughter. I mean, not daughter. His sister in the car.
Yeah. So what you think about that? Him, crashing and burning.
I thought it was just a slow leak at first, and that's what they thought. But they found out no, he was sabotaged. Mm-hmm. So of course, he'd been beefing with some with some people that drive
the Ubers.
The Uber drivers.
The rival Ubers.
Yeah, so y'all probably suspect.
Yeah, so he pretty much figures that out pretty quickly. And he's really mad. He want to pop off, instantly. Yeah. But your girl Markeisha,
she tries to calm him down.
Right. She continues to be a voice of reason. To help them to understand that, it took him time for actually to listen because he still tried to pop out by himself. Mm-hmm. And, that was like,
that's not smart. You need to not do that.
And that wasn't going to work. And the interesting thing is he ends up getting help from
Bro. Michi come through.
No, I'm not even talking about Michi. He gets help from a place of that you would have thought he wasn't gonna get help from, and that's the other employee, that's the other driver his dad hired.
Yeah.
From
GM.
From the white lady. She used to work at GM, and she actually knows everything there is to know about cars, even better than men.
Yeah.
So what you think about that? She ended up helping him out.
Well, I guess that was a good introduction to her because I didn't know who she was at first, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, she's been on the other episodes, but it's been, you ain't been paying no attention. It's been really brief. That's when her dad hired the other driver. That's when he was like, who is she? She was like, yeah, she used to work at my other job, get the other car, put her on. She can get the clientele that we can't get to and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But she ended up being a lot of help because they was able to break on in, and she knew all types of stuff, what I'm saying?
She knew how to cut the brakes and all that.
Yeah, and how to do all that and not get in trouble, not be able to trace it back to them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was good for them. And just like you said, also Meech was able to look like they done squash their beef, you know what I'm saying? Because once Meech found out that the sister got
into the wreck,
got concussed in the situation, he like he said, it's family, you know what I'm saying? I got your back for so what do you think about that?
I'm glad they made up. I'm glad that they partnered up, and this is the start of them coming back to business together. Yeah, you didn't think,
I guess we were kind of, I guess it ended up working out the way you said, because I guess you felt like they was going to work out, get back together a lot sooner. I thought it was going to be later on
in the series.
I mean, you be looking at the way they the
because he said the last time he even brought it up. He said last time we saw each other, he punched me in the face.
He did.
So yeah,
but he did reaffirm that. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
you bro though.
Right, we blood for life. So
that's it.
Right. So let's get into Michi. So speaking of, we'll get into Michi for a second. Let's continue to talk about Terry and his relationship with Markeisha and how that continues to grow, and so much to the point where he ends up putting up on her and he sees that she has a black eye. So what do you think that's gonna go?
I feel like she feeling him anyway already.
Cause she's teaching him.
She's teaching them stuff, and they going out to eat and stuff. And I feel like
she teaches them about calamari and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be her. That's gonna be her escape out of this bad relationship that she got going on right now. And I guess the baby mama must have left because where's she at? She wasn't.
Is this true? We have not seen her.
I
mean, I don't know. This is only episode 3, but I feel like she was in the first 2 episodes. But she was like out of town, and then she just
came
up
back,
and popped
though,
up. You know what I'm saying? But that was all a part.
I thought she was moving back in with them or something.
Well, yeah, but that was a part of the parents.
Yeah, that was a part of. Yeah, so she out. She out again.
But yeah, so all right, let's go ahead and go to Meech and It's a drought, unfortunately, right now because of the big bust that takes place in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's kind of scrambling, trying to get
trying to get their connects and money up,
trying to do what they can.
Mm-hmm.
So he ends up convincing K9 to front him some stuff, but he does it on one condition. He has to go
find the guy
that was doing all that yip yapping. I think it was was that episode 2 or 1? I think it was
on 2.
The last episode. Yeah, he was talking cash. He was talking cash money. So, but he told him the key was what I'm saying.
He need him alive.
Right. And so they was on the way to doing it, and while they was on the way to get him, they found somebody else that was there.
Oh, Gal. K9 Gal was in there.
What do you think about that?
She's scandalous, That's how these people are. They ain't loyal. So I ain't surprised that she was up in the crib.
Yeah, she didn't care. She didn't get.
No.
She did not care. Like
all the movies and stuff show that.
Yeah.
Shoot, they always banging somebody else.
Yeah. So
in the crew.
In the crew. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Loving the crew.
That's exactly what she was doing. But I guess it ended up, they was, busting at each other, and he
got hit.
Big Mickey, I think, is actually when they end up hitting him or whatever.
He got hit.
And, they go back to K9, and K9 is like, well,
deal over because you
didn't do what I told you to do. I gave you specific instructions because I wanted to do it. Sounds like mad petty, but you know what I'm saying?
That's how people be, though.
I wanted to do it. Like,
right.
Bruh, the job got done either way, so
right.
Whatever. So I wonder how stuff like that you think that's gonna have an
adverse effect?
Yeah, on their relationship.
I don't know, it could, but Meech is learning still, so I feel like he gonna end up building his own empire. Where we already know, so we'll see how early or late that happens.
Right. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the parents, Charles and Lucille.
Oh my gosh.
And they're continually having issues.
And can't even talk to. If you can't talk to the pastor, who can you talk to?
Well, that's been Charles's MO, so to speak.
He don't. But he don't converse though.
That is a thing though. I think that's an interesting thing that I think people deal with sometimes. When you have issues in your relationship, sometimes you want to have an outside voice, you know what I'm saying? But he doesn't seem like he wants to talk to anybody about anything or whatever. And then so if y'all can't get on the same
page, wavelength.
Right. So how y'all gonna get it going? And
that's it.
And Snoop actually was given,
sound advice.
What is Snoop? I don't pass the Snoop. I'm gonna call him Pastor Snoop. Right. He was given sound. It kind of was like sound advice. You know what I'm saying? He was saying be
submissive to your husband.
Right. And she was like, she was saying, but a lot of you ladies, especially if y'all watching this right now, are saying I'm not easily being submissive to and so he was like, well, you need to pray for the strength to submit, basically.
Telling him he needs to get in the bedroom and put down the magazines. Put down those magazines.
But he got mad about it when he came into it, he felt some kind of way, and that is similar to like the last time, like you said,
about the money.
Like when he came and helped him money, he doesn't want him to be in his business in any shape, form, or fashion. And he talked bad. He was like, I ain't never hit a pastor, but you know what I'm saying?
Knock you out, though.
You know what I'm saying? You keep talking about my business, you know what I'm saying? I'm a cold clock. You know what I'm saying? And you've been warned.
Right.
And so what do you think, how you think that's going to end up rolling out, especially when it looks like the girl that's playing the sax or the trumpet or whatever she's playing, whatever instrument she is, that she's kind of pushing up on. I mean, how do you think that's going to work?
This is slowly but surely leading to this divorce that's about to happen. So
do you think Charles is going to, fall for it? Fall for the okie doke?
Well, he left. He didn't fall for it that time.
I know that.
But it's coming.
Okay.
He's lacking in other places. Definitely coming.
Speaking of lacking in other places, B. Mickey is definitely lacking when it comes to being loyal. And right now, it's looking like he's
trying to be loyal.
I mean, he's trying, but and Detective Howard just keep popping up like.
But no, he was right there because they was gonna do the drop.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about him before that though. He come outside and kill it. He like.
Yeah, he like
surprise, like like come out of nowhere. He trying to smoke and he lighting a cigarette.
Right, like where you come from?
Like, bruh,
the opposite is hard.
How you think that situation is gonna work out? Because
Meech done got shot now, so that might be his out. Like you said, he gonna have to
yeah,
leave
well,
town and do something.
Right, because the thing is, it
He
ends
gonna
up
keep on pressing
it kind of ends up working
in his favor.
In his favor, because
yeah.
I don't even know what was his plan. Who was he calling? Was he gonna call Detective Howard and be like, "Hey, I can't do this"?
Yeah, or what? Tell Lamar.
What was you gonna do? Like, you gonna have to do something.
You gotta do something.
You gonna have to kill somebody, or you gonna have to leave town or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. You gotta do something. But and Detective Howard, he's
doing the most.
He's a great adversary because he's making me hate him more and more after every episode, because it's just like
he can't LIG it at all.
And
he
so
act like nothing else is going on in Detroit.
Right,
but what Meech got going on.
And then that's why his partner ended up, Detective Veronica, I believe is her name, or comparing it to Moby Dick or whatever, you know what I'm saying, where like nothing else matters but catching this big whale. So much so they wouldn't even commit a crime or anything, but he was going to sit there and let him die. And if it wasn't for Detective Veronica, he probably would sit there and bled out. Like,
that's so sad.
And so what do you think about real quick about Detective Veronica? Because I guess we're getting a little bit just pieces and pieces about her character, and it seems like she actually has a heart.
She does. And she's in the right community, because like even with the veteran guy that she saved after she ran in the building in a black neighborhood, let's just be real, most not doing that. So it just shows you her loyalty to the community, and that she really does care about the people and want the best for the community. I feel like. Yeah, I mean,
you just showed that the difference in character between her and between Detective Bryant, and how she looks at people.
Sorry.
How she looks at people, and how he looks at people, and she definitely has a care and thought, into who he is, as opposed, who people are, and valuing people just for being people, and he does not have that same thought process.
No, he does not.
And speaking of people that not value people, your boy then came back with a splash on the scene. That's Lamar, and he pretty much I didn't guess it, but that was one of my things. I guess when he comes back on the scene, was he going to try to get back into the game or whatever, or was he just going to be in straight revenge mode? And then turns out he was
definitely in revenge mode.
Yeah, straight revenge mode. Like, he comes in and he busts, and right now it looks like Meech ain't gonna make it. So what do you think about Lamar coming on the scene and just executing his revenge?
First of all, he was with old dude you said from
Yep, I'm red.
Yeah, but did he give him some medical attention? Because it seemed like he's still like messed up. So how did you even mustered up the strength to do all this?
I mean, maybe he did what he did because it looked like he's a
phlebotomist.
Is that what he is?
I think that's what he work at the morgue.
I mean, he do something.
So he do something with the dead.
Ancillary, basically.
Yeah, he work in the mortuary. So.
Yeah, so he might know his way around something.
Something.
When it comes to something.
Yeah.
And he's doing little things like he's showing up. Go to see his daughter, and then he's putting little clues. You know what I'm saying?
And she tried to warn Meech that he was back.
Yeah, Monique tried to tell him, and he
thought it was just some,
Yes, it was
That's
great.
Crazy.
And let me touch on just the little serious topics that I like that the episode actually brought forth, and that was the whole idea of just Vietnam and how black men were going to fight a war. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't their war to be a part of. And being for America, and then coming back here and then getting treated like trash. That was an important thing. And also the idea of insurance fraud. How people that own property and whatever, they would go and they would burn the building down and burn it down and basically get
to get the money
or whatever. So what do you think about those two particular subjects that end up being brought forth?
Those were I like that they brought light to those, and that's real life stuff that happens all the time. I like how they tied, like you said, the new detective Veronica.
Yes.
How they tied Veronica into that with her being from Vietnamese, and that was a touching moment, and then showed how she's dealing with her own demons.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, so, she's an interesting character. That's that's an interesting character, and I wonder if they touch more, or maybe get into why she does what she does. Why does she get into self mutilation, and what's that you know, what exactly was the trigger? Was it the fire or whatever?
Yeah.
Seeing that. Was it the whole thing, you know, and dealing with the trauma of dealing with things like that in the past, or what exactly helped to trigger that situation? So
yeah, it also brought up how, like, even though you in the game and you know, selling drugs or whatever you're doing, you run into people from your past that are on those same things that you're selling, and that's how that double-edged sword or the flip of a coin type thing happens. And you're like, okay, so.
Yeah,
because I thought he was gonna try to save her. I didn't know what he was gonna do.
Yeah, that was the situation that Meech had to deal with and actually understand, or actually see, face the idea of what it is that what he does and the effects that what he does that it has on people,
on the community. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I think that's a bit. I think we got covered it from beginning to end. This episode had a whole bunch going on. You know what I'm saying? When it goes on, to be Mickey, everything he's going on, the parents not getting along. Meech right now is bleeding out, and we don't know if he's gonna make it. It looks like B Mick is gonna. It's trying not to sell out Meech, but we don't know. And Terry, you know,
he been there for his brother.
Yeah, they done mended that up, and you know, he did what he did to beat up the rival Uber people. So, all right. So, what do you think is gonna happen in the next episode?
We're gonna see if Meech gonna pull through, and somebody got to find Lamar.
This is true.
They got to end that once and for all.
Yeah, they got But I don't know. I don't think it will be. It ain't gonna be soon. You know.
No, but they got. He gonna go back to his daughter's house eventually. That's where you catch him.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Probably not, because he's such a pivotal character. So.
Right, this is true. All right, so if you can go ahead and do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. We definitely appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it, and you can see more videos like this one. And if you want to go ahead and do us another favor, you want to go ahead and hit that button that's shaped like a bell. If you want to go ahead and do that, you'll get a notification
every time we drop a new video.
And if you want to go ahead and do us one more favor, you want to go ahead and comment down below. And what's the comment?
You think Meech gonna pull through? What you think gonna happen? Is he gonna be injured in any way, or he gonna be just like new again? What you think?
Right. You know, what's gonna happen to Meech? Is Meech gonna pull through?
Is Meech gonna pull through?
All right. We appreciate every single one of you, and I guess we'll holler at you. Peace.